Hi there, Mouseketeers, PrincessMinnie or Kate here. If you are a returning friend, then welcome back. I'm so excited to share this Disney mystery pin unboxing with you all today. And if you are a new friend, then I hope you'll subscribe and stick around for all of the future videos I'll be bringing to you, especially because this month I'm doing 30 for 30 videos for the 30 days in April, culminating in my 30th birthday and my YouTube 1-year anniversary on April 30th. So today I do have a fairly short video for you because it is Sunday as I'm filming this and editing it and uploading it. That's why it's going up later. We had a lot to do today. John's currently doing our taxes. For those of you who did not believe me when I said that our biggest weakness as a couple is procrastination and laziness. And let me show you my shirt real quick. For all my Game of Thrones fans out there, I demand a trial by combat. This is one of my favorite tank tops. And we are really looking forward to watching the first episode of the last season of Game of Thrones tonight. So I have to get done today's video and tomorrow's video right now, back to back. So this one's gonna be a little short by necessity. So I have the Sleeping Beauty 60th pin boxes. Before I do get into those, however, I do want to give a subscriber shout out to Megan Long. Megan, you are such a wonderful, warm, considerate, caring, and beautiful person. I'm really excited every time I get to see your name in my comment section and get to chat with you a little bit about Disney things. So please keep on commenting and liking videos. It really, gives me the drive to continue YouTube. I really appreciate you, and you are the real Mouseketeer for sure. Thank you so much, Megan. Now, these pins came out not too long ago. I opened one of them during my March Madness pin series. And so I have 2 boxes left. I do want to give a big shout out to Beth Lung, the awesome YouTuber who knows way more about pins than I ever will, for picking these up for me, along with another specialty pin from the event, which I'll be sharing with you first. With the premiere of Game of Thrones tonight, it seems very appropriate to show you a dragon pin. Now, a lot of really cool specialty pins came out at this event, but this Maleficent one was the only one I could not see my pin collection living without. And of course it has these super cool hinge elements, so when you open up her wings, you actually get Maleficent herself cackling with almost her dragon in the shadows behind her. So I just thought this was ultra cool. Could not live without this one. And thanks again, Beth, for picking this up for me. And the retail price on this was $17. Not so bad. These pin boxes, meanwhile, were $20, and considering that I've opened 2 of these before, I do think that's a reasonable price because $10 a pin. These are really large and beautiful, but I've had a few people say to me that theirs have come with quality control issues, and that's really unfortunate. And I just didn't happen to like the 2 pins that I got in the first box, so I will show you the front and the back, show you the options, and let's see which ones I'm most hoping to get. So I do think the front of this box is just undeniably gorgeous, probably the prettiest box that ever boxed. And there are 14 options, each showing a storybook page from the movie, starting with Aurora's parents, and really just going through the entire story until you get to the end, where they live happily ever after, right? So personally, I really want all of the Maleficent themed pins, including Diablo. I wouldn't mind getting ones with Aurora in them, especially if she's in her, where is it, the Briar Rose look. There she is. I have gotten this one, and I've gotten this one, and I wasn't so jazzed about those. They probably were the 2 in the series I was least interested in, unfortunately, tied with the prince with his horse. And then if I had to get the fairies, I would probably prefer them in their fairy garb. I think they look pretty cute there. But don't cry for me if I don't get a Maleficent pin, because I do have a friend who's willing to trade me for this one that I already opened, so I am hoping to not open this one again, not open the other 2 I don't want, and maybe not open the Dragon Maleficent, because I'm pretty sure that's the one I have a trade in the works for. Okay, so only 4 pins to open today, but they're pretty special pins, pretty high quality. Oh good, I was worried about not having scissors, but these tore really easily. Okay, I'm gonna pull it out from the back. The back is really cute. It even looks like a storybook, from the back. And when we turn it around, oh, it's the same one I already got with Aurora's mom. Oh, that stinks. I feel like so lucky that I was already to make a trade potentially with this specific pin. I was hoping not to see it again. I mean, it's lovely. It says a daughter was born. They called her Aurora. Aurora, sweet Aurora. I don't collect Aurora too much. I more so collect Maleficent from that movie, and I do like to collect Disney dads, not necessarily Disney moms. So maybe I will be able to trade this one away as well. I hope that means this is not a duplicate box. I feel like that was happening a lot a couple months ago, people getting duplicate boxes, especially with limited release or limited edition pins, limited release pins. But I feel like people keep saying it about like open edition pins and stuff, and I don't think that happens as much, to be honest. And so I'm hoping that this isn't going to be a duplicate, but... Oh, and it's not! Okay, this is not a bad one at all, and it's actually the first pin I've ever had with Aurora in her blue dress. I just showed one part of my princess pin collection recently on the channel, and I think every single pin I had of Aurora, she was in her pink dress. And that's the only way I've seen her in the parks as well. So I didn't really actually even realize that the majority of the movie that she's in that dress, it's actually blue. That is not something that I even realized. So... the quality of this one is pretty good too. I definitely don't mind having the couple. I think the accents are lovely with the roses all over the pin. And it says, awakening Princess Aurora with true love's kiss, they lived happily ever after. Okay, so one of the first pins from the set with her and her mama, and the last pin in the set with her and her beau. Interesting. I would say I'm still really happy that I'm able to make a trade with a friend. And here is that first pin. At least the quality is really nice, so that if I try to trade this one out as well, you know, someone's getting themselves a very high quality pin. I don't know if there's a lot of people out there who would just want this pin. I bet that someone who wants this pin is because they're trying to complete the set. That would be my overall guess. And Aurora and Philip make a very striking couple on this pin. I especially love the rose that is above them. I think their outfits are contrasting very nicely with one another. I like the bookmark. I like the text. I just think this is a nice overall pin. So not too shabby here. Just need a little more evil in the next box. Okay, let's hope we invited Maleficent to the party that's in this box. I really wouldn't mind getting the fairies either. I do think they're cool, and I also would not mind getting Briar Rose, that version of Aurora, because I really like that outfit. Okay. I'm just going to tear into this one right away and peek, peek, peek. Okay, let's see what the text says. The text says, oh no, I'm not sure, and it's definitely poor quality. Okay, so I'm not worried. It was a fearsome battle with no period. The prince finally threw his sword and struck the dragon in the heart. Oh no, it's the same one I opened before that also had poor quality with the prince. When I saw the dragon, or it was a fearsome battle, I thought maybe Maleficent, but no, it's just the prince, and this one is the one that I got the first time that also had damage on it. That is such a bummer. So it just stinks to get a pin you already opened that was already damaged, to get it again, damaged again. Like that's some nonsense right there. Okay, all I'm really at this point hoping for is that this is not a double, especially of the Queen and baby Aurora. Oh, good. I think we finally got one that I was hoping for. Oh, and it totally matches the bow on my alien ears, because we have Maleficent in all kind of green flame glory here. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Oh my god, I really hope there's not like a big chunk of color missing on her face. I'm very nervous about this pin now. Let me check the back of the box. Oh god, this pin came damaged. This is like really not cool, Disney. So this is fearful of Maleficent's curse. King Stefan decreed that all spinning wheels in his kingdom be burned. But I don't even like this pin anymore because Maleficent's face is totally screwed up. When I first opened it, I was just so excited to have a Maleficent pin that I just overlooked it for a second. But guys, I had some really bad luck today. Like really, I try to mostly be positive, but I'm not sure what there is to be positive about today. I spent, you know, some money on some pins, and 2 of them are damaged enough that I really wouldn't even want to trade them to someone. So that means that for $40, I got 2 pins, neither of which I like. Man, I'm really glad I got the dragon pin especially. Like, I feel like the price that Disney's charging for these pins for them to come damaged is completely irresponsible. So here's the Prince pin. This one is this is definitely the less damaged one, and if I was going to keep this at all, here is the only little damage. Like, somebody might not even mind that part too much because the Prince himself is good quality. Still will drive me nuts though, I think. And here's the pin I was so excited about at first, and now I'm just super, super bummed. Do you see right here on her face that big black mark? It looks like she's a football player with those black strips under the eyes to like reflect the sun. That is such an enormous bummer. So here's my board with all the pins from this video. Ultimately, I wish I had not purchased these boxes, and I wish I had just purchased the ones I wanted individually. So I might have to keep that in mind for the next limited release set, because you're paying a lot of money. And if the last 2 had come in good condition, I probably wouldn't be that upset, because I could just trade them, right? But how am I going to trade somebody like a super flawed in the face Maleficent? You know, like somebody might still want the fill-up if they're really just trying to complete that collection. They don't really care too much about like a little smudge here and there. But this mistake is right on Maleficent's face. How am I supposed to trade somebody that? Like, for real. That's not cool. Oh man, so that is just a huge bummer to me. Alright guys, you can definitely feel free to let me know if you liked any of the pins from this set. If you open these pins, if you also experienced quality control issues, I have heard that from some people already. And, you know, if you're out there and you're like, you know, I wouldn't mind having a damaged Maleficent pin or whatever, feel free to make me an offer. I'll give you a good deal, because I certainly don't want it, and I don't want to really force it on anybody else either. So, I'm definitely going to go film Monday's video so that way I could just have some happiness today. And I am still looking forward to Game of Thrones tonight, so there's still something to look forward to there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you real soon.